Seems to me that color change and stuff turning see-through had a real moment in the early 90s, and I can only assume that that new, exciting paint technology is what led Kenner to make Shadow Strikers. Now these seem to have become kind of hard to find, and unfortunately for me, I have a real thing for transparent toys. I just think they're really cool. I was able to get a hold of a couple of these, and the first one we'll look at today is the Phase 1 Converter. This box already contains lots of references to shadows and ghosts and all the things, because the main gimmick is that the figures and elements of these vehicles can turn see-through. The whole gimmick with this one is you submerge the figure in warm water on one side, rotate, and phase in when he goes into cool water. I don't recall Shadow Strikers having a cartoon, but I could be wrong about that one. But on the back here, I assume we're going to get a little setup about why the see-through good guys and see-through bad guys are dropping see-through bombs on each other. So we got the Shadow Strikers, their undercover government strike force led by General Lance Heston. Their undetectable Transparium vehicles are loaded with super sophisticated weapons. Transparium evaders, an evil sabotage army of hidden vehicles built with stolen Transparium. Their twisted leader is Dr. Viper. Cool name. And what exactly is this Transparium, you ask? It's top secret material, of course, that makes any vehicle disappear. Okay, so Transparium can become transparent, but how do the people? That's the question. Perhaps we'll find out more under Phase Out. Make pilots disappear to fight the most dangerous battles of all. Hidden pilots and vehicles make each conflict a surprise attack. So far it looks like they're glossing over how the human can become see-through. The vehicles, I'll give them Transparium. So this set, the Phase 1 Ghost Converter, which is a defense station and also conversion chamber. So our hero that comes with this set, I assume this is a Shadow Striker, since Ghost Johnson finished his academy training and none of the bad guys went to academy and they're not cool guys. As the top-ranked anti-aircraft gunner, a horrible combat injury, then forced months of rehabilitation in the hospital. Is that how he learned to become transparent? During that time, he pored over dozens of high-tech repair manuals, making him the Shadow Striker's ace mechanic when the pressure's on. So he got really good at repairing stuff because he got injured and read a bunch of books. So here we've got the tech specs of our dunk tank. It's got 20mm anti-aircraft cannons because it's an air defense station, because he, Ghost Johnson is the top of his class on shooting planes with cannons. And you phase in on the one side, which is the cool water to make you uninvisible, and then you phase out on the hot side for 5 to 20 seconds. Caution, do not use hot water. Okay, well, I will be careful. And the Transparium shell hides the interior structure. But what's the science about turning a man invisible? So I guess what you'd see as an enemy from a distance is a man hovering in the air and then vanishing as he slowly descends on a platform. So out of the box we got their typical cardboard with little plastic baggies for everything. Here's Ghost Johnson, looking more translucent than solid, I'd say. Looks like he's kind of made out of a gummy bear type material. He's apparently sensitive to sunlight. Smaller than I remember. I had a couple of these and I thought they were around the size of like a mask figure, but a little bit smaller than that. Of course, we have the Kenner Action Toy Guide. A lot of this stuff you see over and over, but we do have Megaforce, and I don't know what Blast Jets is. I don't remember that one. There is also a sticker sheet inside that. Oh, Blast Jets is just a air pump blast off foam fighter jet, probably. Oh, but this was also that time when the people weren't quite sure what the stealth aircraft looked like, and there was always these really rounded looking things. Give it a quick flip through this guy, Ghostbusters. Fearsome Flush, who was re-released a few years ago. Ghostbuster Vehicles, RoboCop and the Ultra Police. There's a cycle that I opened in an older video and remembered the vac metallized parts just crumbled into dust. Building Blasters, not one that I recall. Megaforce. Megaforce is awesome. These are all the little die-cast vehicle sets that came in threes. Tanks, helicopters, jets, and vertical takeoff and landing stuff. These are some of the small vehicles, mid-sized vehicles. I have these two in the box that I'll be opening in a future video. And then the big vehicles, these were awesome. I had the two jets and this thing when I was little, and I loved them. Fantastic toys. The jets came apart in all kinds of little ways and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Nobody cares about starting lineup. Police Academy. I believe there was a cartoon for Police Academy. I never watched it myself. And that is the Ghostbusters Firehouse in a different color. So funny thing is that there is no instructions for how to put the stickers on. But the box itself has some pretty good shots of, I believe, where they're supposed to go. So I'm going to give it my best shot. Alright, so there's our conversion chamber with its stickers on, as best as I can manage. The prototype toy on the box art had more stickers that went on the sides here, and on the front here that were simply not included on the sticker sheet that they give you. So there was also several little caution stripe stickers that are nowhere on the box that I couldn't figure out where they go. A little bit of movement on this, the 20 millimeter flat anti-aircraft cannons that only point straight ahead swivel out, and you can see the little Shadow Striker logo in there. The VAT moves up and down. You can actually rotate these out a fair way, and there is actually a foot peg on the chamber on the little dunk platform. Okay, the chamber is ready. Hopefully I didn't fill these so much that the displacement spills all over the place, but here we go. We've got Ghost Johnson, I think that was his name, loaded on, and he's ready to become phased out. Alright, yes, he's become kind of cloudy in there. Unfortunately, I didn't fill it quite high enough, so we'll have to dunk his head in after this. Okay, so we'll pull him out. It actually changes quite quickly. So here he is at full transparency. The head worked pretty well. It's and both of the arms and legs did well, but the body, I'm not buying it. Something on his back didn't change at all here. It looks like this black part at the top is coming back rapidly. Yeah, something about that doesn't want to change back. Anyway, so to phase him back into the real world, you would raise this up, rotate, and let's get a better view of him. Yeah, pretty cool. It's nice how it almost instantly comes back. So I guess the color change paint holds up pretty well, even with its age. Yes, you can't hit what you can't see. Well, there you go. This is the Phase 1 converter from Kenner's Shadow Strikers 1990. I think it's a pretty cool toy, actually. You know, it's very simple. It plays exactly into the gimmick of these toys, where these guys can turn semi-invisible. Maybe this is like liquid transparium that they're dipping themselves in. I'm not sure. You'd think that would have some health risks. OSHA isn't a concern when you're practically invisible. But yeah, I have another Shadow Striker vehicle set that I will review. It's a small missile launcher type thing. I really wanted one of the vehicles, like the car or the jet, but they are quite expensive and difficult to find. But glad I was able to get a hold of these and share them with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.